This video is brought to you by Michael's RC Hobbies.
All right, guys, ready to go? Here we go. Let's fill them up, fill them up, fill them up, fill them up. Got one with the flame out, guys. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. One with the flame out. All right, here we go. Fill them up, fill them up, fill them up, fill them up. Clean them out, clean them out, clean them out. Down and quiet. Here we go. We're off and running. Race number 10 is underway. GENE Hickerson set TQ yesterday after 3 rounds of qualifying in his WRCE buggy, leading the charge in this 25-minute A final. Clean it up, guys. Clean it up, clean up, clean up. Don't beat, bang, slam, fram on one another. 25 minutes of racing to go here. Not going to win on lap number 1. GENE Hickerson working the right-hand side of the track. Got, believe that, see who that is in that number 2 spot. Not sure. Juan Gascot running in that number 2. Anton Watson in the 3, Allan Abess in the 4. GENE Hickerson working the right-hand side of the track. Juan Gascot right there behind him in that number 2 spot. Up and over the double they go. Down the front straightaway. Cross the start-finish line. GENE and Juan 1 and 2 with a breakaway. Last time by the lawn, it was Anton Watson working the number 3, still in the 3. Allan Abess in the 4, Scott White in the 5. There goes your race leaders down the front straightaway. Juan Gascot right there on the backside of GENE as they work the top left-hand side of the track. Gaggle of cars coming down the front straightaway now. It's Allan Abess in the number 3, JIMBO KVIDERA in the 4, Scott White in the 5. GENE Hickerson, Juan Gascot coming across line still with that race lead. They're only separated here by half a second. Allan Abess working number 3. Oh, got a couple of missed laps here at the start here for Antonio. Going to get those fixed for him. That's going to put Antonio Edwards now to the number 5 spot. You're 2:30 down, 22:30 left to go. 2:30 down, 22:30 remaining. GENE Hickerson, 1.2 seconds up on the field. Juan Gascot working in the number 2 spot. JIMBO KVIDERA now up to the number 3. Allan Abess working the 4. Antonio Edwards in the 5. Freddie working the 6. Oh, we got one with the flame out, flame out, flame out, flame out. Big guy, go get it. There we go. 4 minutes down, 21 minutes left to go. GENE Hickerson right now in the front. Juan Gascot in the number 2, JIMBO KVIDERA in the number 3, Allan Abess in the 4, Antonio Edwards working the 5. Freddie in the 6, Anton Watson 7, Richard Dean in the 8, Maxie in the 9, Louis Perez in the 10, Carlos Sigui in the 11. Keith Hill, I need to know whose car that was. Keith Hill, I need to know whose car that was. Who? Gene Hickerson? That flamed out? Oh. I need to know whose car that was that flamed out. Anton, thank you. Right now I got Juan Gascot right now out in front. Gene Hickerson working the number 2 spot. Jimbo Kadira in the number 3. Antonio Edwards in the 4. Allan Abesss in that number 5 spot. 5 minutes down, 20 minutes left to go. That's 5 down, 20 minutes remaining. Juan Gascot 2.4 seconds up on Gene Hickerson right now in that number 2 spot. Jimbo Kadira working the number 3. Minutes down, 19 minutes left to go. That's 6 minutes down, 19 minutes remaining. Gascot coming across the line with the race lead, 2.1 seconds up on Gene Hickerson in the 2. Problems there for Gascot. Snagged the pipe there a little bit. That's going to allow Gene Hickerson out to close up right on his back bumper. Battle for the race lead. Middle section of the track. Up and over the tabletop to go. Gene Hickerson to the inside. Makes the pass on Juan. Juan takes it right back away from him. Juan Gascot back up into the race lead. Here he is on the right-hand side of the track coming down the front straightaway now. Gene Hickerson right there with him in his tracks. Left-hand side of the track. Hickerson with a little bit of a squirrely bobble there as he slammed on the brakes. Louis Perez going to have leader coming up right behind you here in just a moment. It's Juan, Gene 1 and 2, Jimbo working to number 3, 6.5 seconds back into 2, Antonio Edwards working to 4, Allan Abesss in the 5, Richard Dean in the 6, Freddie in the 7, Carlos Sigui in the 8, Maxie in the 9, Louis Perez in the 10, Anton Watson working the 11. Hickerson only 0.4 of a second behind Juan, looking for a way around. Juan opened up the inside there for just a little bit. Gene didn't take advantage and did not make the pass. Still running in that number 2 spot. Juan Gascot grabbing a handful of trigger as he comes up now towards the big ski jump. Gene Hickerson right there in his back bumper. Looking to the inside. Juan closed the door. Back to the inside again for Gene. Looking for a way around side by side. Good clean. Oh, they both wheels as they come in through the washboard. Gene Hickerson going to come out here in front. He's got Juan Gascot right there in his tracks. Left-hand side of the track. $7:30 down, 17:30 left to go. Fuel stops underway. Hickerson right now on top of the leaderboard. Juan Gascot though right there in his tracks in the number 2 spot. Oh, we got one with a flame out. Make sure you hold it up, 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 hold it up all the way back to pit lane. $8:30 down, 16:30 left to go. 8:30 down, 16:30 remaining. Maria, can you help me out a minute? Juan Gascot right now running in that number 2 spot. 1 second behind Gene Hickerson. Jimbo Kadira 6.6 seconds back of the 2. Antonio Edwards working to 4. Allan Abesss in the 5. Richard Dean in that number 5 spot. Allan Abesss in the number 4. There's Gene coming across the line looking for Juan. There's Juan now across the line, 2.2 seconds back. Got a lot of lap traffic there in front of him. Juan Gascot going to be coming up on the backside. I believe that's Freddie Villanova there just in front of him. Oh, one rolls upside down. Got second place directly behind you, Freddie. Your race leader working his way up and over the triple on the top right-hand side of the track. Down the front, straight away they go. Juan Gascot now with that clean track in front of him, 2.8 seconds behind the race leader. Race leader going to be coming up on the backside of some lap traffic here in just a moment. Coming across that pizza slice, around that carousel turn. Thank you. Gene Hickerson up and over the triple. Going to be catching up to some lap traffic here in just a moment. Oh, one on the wrong side of the pipe right in front of him. Gene Hickerson trying to work his way around some lap traffic here as he comes onto the front straightaway now. Hickerson and Gascot separated by a second and a half here. Hickerson, carousel turn once again. Up and over to ski jump he goes. Gascot closing the gap. Oh, Hickerson going to roll upside down. Gap now half a second between he and Gascot. Jimbo Kadira in the number 3 spot, 6.7 seconds back, but the battle for the race lead starting to tighten back up. Right-hand side of the track once again. Here to come back towards start-finish. Half a second, all the gap here between Hickerson and Gascot. Gascot all over the backside here of Gene. Gene having no troubles there on the ski jump that time. Battle going on here in the back of the pack between Jimbo Kadira, Allan Abess running 3 and 4. Antonio Edwards working the 5. Carlos Sigui in the 6. Richard Dean 7. Maxie in the 8. Louis Perez 9. Freddie in the 11 or 10. Anton working the 11. Gene now open up a 1.5 second lead here on Juan for that number 1 and 2 spot. You're right at 12 minutes down, 13 minutes remaining. 12 minutes down, 13 minutes remaining. Oh, got out there with another flame out. Looks like Richard Dean might be having a little bit of trouble. I think that's Richard's car. Gene Hickerson right now leading the way. Got a 2.6 second lead here up on Juan Gascot. Jimbo Kadira working the number 3 spot. 7.5 seconds back at the 2. Allan Abess working the 4. Antonio Edwards 5. Carlos Sigui in the 6. Maxie in the 7. Richard Dean still scoring in the 8. Louis Perez now to the 8. Richard Dean 9. Freddie working the 10. Anton in the 11. Halfway there, racers, 12:30 down, 12:30 left to go. Another round of fuel stops about to get underway. Hickerson now with a 3 second lead up on the field. 13:30 down, 11:30 left to go in the bottom half of the race. Juan Gascot coming across line, 6.5 seconds up on Jimbo Kadira. Allan Abess working the 4. Allan Abess 15 seconds back at Jimbo for the 3 spot. Carlos Sigui in the number 5. Only 0.3 of a second behind Al. Antonio Edwards in the 6. 0.9 of a second back. Fuel stop's about to get underway here because we're right at the 14-minute mark. 14 minutes down, 11 minutes left to go. 14 down, 11 minutes remaining. Race number 11 going to be coming up here in just over 10 minutes. Podium directly after this class. Podium directly after this class. What is it? Gene Hickerson right now, 3.7 second lead up on Juan Gascot. JIMBO KVIDERA working at number 3 spot, 6.3 seconds back. Close battle right now between Allan Abess and Antonio Edwards for the 5 spot. Allan Abess right now 1 second behind Antonio. Race leader coming on to the front straightaway. Nine minutes left to go, 9 minutes left to go. Juan Gascot right now 1.5 seconds back of Gene Hickerson for the race lead. These guys have stayed very close together here for 16 and a half minutes. Carson to your left. There you go. Hickerson and Gascot still very close together. They got lap traffic stuck in between them of Allan Abess. Second place directly behind you, Allan. Oh, man. Juan grabs the pipe there for just a moment, rolls upside down, gets it right back on all 4 wheels. JIMBO KVIDERA still working the 3, 16 seconds back at the 2. Waiting on Gene and them to come in for a pit stop here. Right at 17 minutes down. Looks like he's diving into the pits. Here comes Gene. Here comes Juan as well. Batman on the fuel gun here for Gene Hickerson. He's in and out of the pits. Dave Fowler on the fuel gun for Juan Gascot. Race leader got Antonio Edwards right there in front of him. Race leader right behind you, Antonio. There goes Gene Hickerson coming across the line. Here comes Juan. Juan right now 3.4 seconds back. Gene able to pick up a little bit of time here on the fuel stop. He's got enough fuel to make it to the end. So should Juan. They're doing it in a 2-stop run here at this 25-minute A final. Race number 11, race 11 coming up next. Race 11 up next. Go to podium right after this race. Podium right after this race. Six minutes left to go, 6 minutes remaining. Gene Hickerson right now with the race lead. Juan Gascot in that number 2 spot. 3.2 seconds back. No take back, 2.3 seconds back. JIMBO KVIDERA in the number 3. Antonio Edwards working the 4. Allan Abess in the 5. Louis Perez 6. Richard Dean 7. Freddie in the 8. Maxie 9. Carlos in the 10. Race 11 up next. Race 11 up next. Gene Hickerson, Juan Gascot right now running 1 and 2. Jimbo KVIDERA in that number 3 spot. Antonio Edwards and Allan Abess now battling for the 4 and 5. All right, guys, if you guys are hungry, food is ready. Food is ready. Concessions is open. Concessions open. If you guys are hungry, concessions is open. Gene Hickerson right now with the race lead, 3.3 seconds up on Juan Gascot, who's running in the number 2 spot. Jimbo KVIDERA in the number 3. Antonio Edwards working the 4. Allan Abess in the 5. 4:20 left to go. Louis Perez in that number 6. Richard Dean 7. Freddie in the 8. Maxie 9. Carlos Sigui in the 10.
Four minutes left.
Oh no, Juan Gascot with a flame out. Hold up, Dave. Oh, there we go. Seeing that. Complete. So our second place running buggy with the flame out here. Still got a chance at a podium. Oh, nope, I see Juan's down off of the driver's stand, so something must have broke. Jimbo KVIDERA hasn't touched an RC car, I believe, since 2018, I believe. SIC 2018, might have been 2019, but it's been years. Here he is right now running in the number 2 spot, wheeling a 5-year-old buggy on 5-year-old tires as well.
3 minutes left.
With 3 minutes left to go, is Gene Hickerson right now out in front. Jimbo KVIDERA running in the number 2 spot, 18 seconds back. Antonio Edwards in the number 3. Antonio right now 28 seconds back of the 2. Allan Abess working the number 4. Gascot still holding on to the 5. Race 11 coming up next. Race 11 coming up next. Gene Hickerson now 15-second lead here with 2 minutes left to go. 2 minutes remaining. That's 23 minutes down. 2 minutes remaining.
Left.
Right at 75 seconds remaining is Gene Hickerson coming across the line with the race lead. 15 seconds up on the field. No close battles to call right now. Everybody's spread apart by 8 seconds or more. Allan Abess now within
left.
3 seconds of Antonio Edwards for that number 3 spot. 50 seconds remaining here in this 40-plus Nitro Buggy A main. Race number 11 coming up next.
$30 seconds left. $15 seconds left.
15 seconds left to go for Gene Hickerson as he comes across the line. This will be his last lap. like Jimbo might make it back to the line for one more lap as well. Oh, nope, he rolls upside down. Nope, that's not him. Sorry, he's going to make one more lap here. Behind you, behind you.
Freddie Villalona done. Juan Gascot done. Carlos Segui done. Maxi Velasco done. Luis Perez done. Richard
Carlos
Dean
Segui, we
done.
need the awards ASAP. Carlos
Gene
Segui
Hickerson done.
awards. Awards. You have the awards? Yeah, we need them ASAP. Gene Hickerson going to take the win here. Antonio Edwards going to come on in at number 3 spot.
Jimbo Kvidera done.
Kvidera going to finish number 2.
Allan
Allan
Abess
Abess
done.
going to rise your top 4. So I need Gene Hickerson, your race winner. Jimbo Kvidera in the 2. Antonio Edwards in the 3. Allan Abess in the 4. Juan Gascot in the 5. Report to podium, please. I think it's top 5 in TQ, top 5
Danny
in EQ,
Beers.
I believe.
George Martinez. Jonathan Hernandez. Lee Flowers. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Lance Flowers. Kyle Hill.
All right, guys, let's get down here for podium. Top 5 for podium real quick, please. They're going to get the awards right now. Get the rest of our marshals out here as well. Rest of our marshals out here.
Gerald Crowley.
The Luis Perez on the 8, Richard Dean on the 11, Carlos
Tony
Segui on the
Brown.
7, Maxi Velasco on the 9, Anton Watson on the 4, and Scott White on the 6, please.
Brian Burgett. Juan Cerna. Kyle Neary.
Amazing.
Guys, I don't know if it's top 3 or top 5. I apologize. There's a language barrier, so I don't know if it's top 3 or
Anthony
top
Gardner.
5 for
1 minute
awards.
to the
We'll
start
see
of the
here in
race.
just a moment. Turn marshals, let's go, let's go. Should that marshal already out there? Yeah, I'm gonna need you, unfortunately. I'm gonna need you on the if you can grab the 7. 7.
45
right in the
seconds
middle in
to
the
the start
back,
of the
7
race.
in the middle in the back. Waiting on Scott White, knee on the 6, Anton Watson on the 4, Maxi Velasco on the 9, Carlos Segui on, Freddie's going to grab the 7 for Carlos, Richard Dean on the
30 seconds
11,
to the start of the
Luis
race.
Perez on the 8, Luis Perez on the 8, please.
Smile, Tony!
Okay, here we go.
Let's go, Tone!
Get closer.
Get closer,
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Louis, you're on the 8, the 8,
Less than 5.
over here on the right-hand
4,
side,
3,
by the
2,
tabletop.
1.
Oh, yeah, the awards. The awards are... ¿Estás dando de solo primero, segundo, tercero o a... Oh, solamente, ok.
Alan, you're going to be on the number 2.